If you're not aware, the Final Fantasy set will be the first Universes Beyond standard legal set, and I have some opinions on it. And they're just that, my opinions. Nobody has paid me to say any of this. Feel free to disagree. That being said, here we go. At the time of writing and recording, Final Fantasy pre-releases happened, and most of the set has been spoiled for some time. I haven't had a chance to dive through the draft commons and uncommons that have not been spoiled, nor have I seen any uproar about any hidden gems just yet. That being said, I feel pretty confident giving my initial impressions about the set. I can't help but point out there is a great amount of corporate greed holding this set and future Universes Beyond sets back. A play booster box for Tarkir Dragonstorm, the set before this one, cost about $129.99 US, which is about on par for many of the recent previous sets. While some of the cheapest play booster boxes for Final Fantasy are around $161.69, but realistically, many are closer to $174.99, if not more. Now, before Tarkir, the number of packs in a booster box was 36, but recently they got moved to a 30-pack model. This doesn't make a whole lot of sense in terms of drafting, but we'll ignore that fact for now. Bottom line is, product quantity is going down while prices either stay the same, or in the case of Final Fantasy, jump drastically and suddenly. When comparing these price models to Marvel's Spider-Man pre-orders, the story is the same, close to $180 for a pre-order. However, if we take a quick look at Edge of Eternities, the next in-universe Magic the Gathering set, oh goodness, we're back down to $120 to $130. Good job, Wizards. You have met the incredibly low bar of having a reasonably priced product. And I use the word reasonably lightly here, as there is still the issue of 30 packs instead of 36, but I digress. At this point, it becomes blatantly obvious that licensing fees are being pushed onto the consumer. Is this surprising in today's economy? No, not really, but it certainly explains much of the hesitation, if not pure disdain, that many members of the Magic the Gathering community have expressed about Universes Beyond, and I can't help but agree on this front. And I must reiterate that all of this is just made worse by the fact that this set is standard legal. You know, the format that forms the baseline of legality for a majority of formats played in Magic the Gathering, making it basically unavoidable? Yeah, that one. Before, Universes Beyond was just something you'd see in the occasional Commander game or as a collection piece. Then they started infiltrating Modern with direct-to-modern sets, and now they've scrounged their way into Magic as a whole. Unfortunately, Wizards just can't help but take L after L, from the 30th edition fiasco to sending the Pinkertons to harass a content creator over their mistake, and even Enter the Omen paths, each of which could probably be their own video. And that's only when referencing Magic the Gathering. That doesn't even account for the series of mistakes made with the way the company runs Dungeons & Dragons and Baldur's Gate 3, and so on. Again, videos for another day, but it all boils down to the same story. A group of passionate and talented people make a wonderful product, and corporate overlords extort it until the well runs dry to the medium's detriment. I cannot in good faith endorse the purchasing of this set. Like I said, it's hard to ignore due to the legality across formats, so I would recommend buying singles where you can and avoid giving Wizards your money until their practices improve. But hey, at least we get the funny sword. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's try to focus on the set in a vacuum. So, what do I think of it? Actually, it's pretty cool. Is that not what you were expecting? Many people seem to be of the opinion that the new Universes Beyond strategy is going to ruin Magic as we know it, and their points do have a lot of validity. With that being said, I don't know if somebody at R&D is a huge Final Fantasy fanboy, or if Hasbro's lawyers really got a good financial hookup on this one, but I think they knocked this set out of the park. Scrolling through the set, I just see banger after banger. Plenty of legendary creatures that inspire neat deck ideas, to the revival of many fan-favorite mechanics. Zeldinch brings an impactful playspace for non-green landfall decks. Absolute Virtue is a wonderful Azorius top-end finisher. Matoya Archon Elder turns many cantrips into actual card advantage. Gladius Amictia tutors any land into play from the command zone. Olaka Traveling Merchant lets you get silly with counter synergies, and on and on. Even outside of the legendary creatures, sagas are getting love with bodies attached to keep them from being too slow. The Adventureland cycle is a lovely addition to low color decks. The red and black ones are honestly just good. Tiered, the new modal keyword pumps an incredible amount of versatility into one card slot. And so many cards have powerful transform effects. The new town land type is introducing new land type synergies, while also being generic enough of a concept to be reintroduced in future sets. Fertile, Monstrosity, Flashback, Landfall, and Blitz all make at least small appearances. There are also plenty of cards that reference the hero type, presumably preparing for synergies with the upcoming Marvel sets, which is good, I think. I don't know, we can talk about Marvel another time. R&D knocked this set out of the park, and the artists absolutely killed it throughout the set to make cards look like actual Magic cards. And if it wasn't for Wizards of the Coast's pricing model, I would be the largest contrarian to the anti-Universes Beyond crowd you would ever find, starting with this set. But alas, that's not the world we live in. And I just want to reiterate that this is all made worse by the fact that this set is so inspiringly amazing from a mechanical and artistic viewpoint, and from what I can tell, a flavorful standpoint as well. Can you imagine the state of Magic the Gathering if they put this level of care and detail into an in-universe set? I bet you can. Tarkir Dragonstorm had this treatment, so did Bloomburrow, two of the most beloved sets of the past year. Wizards of the Coast has shown us that they can make a good product even in today's age, but instead corporate greed ruins a good thing. But what do I know? I'm just a fan of the product. What are your thoughts on the set? Do you think I'm way off base? Let me know in the comments below. I do intend to make more Magic content, so if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to see more, and have a good one.